2023 is calling.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Hannah's Countdown to New Year's. I am so excited you're here. Thank you for watching, for coming along. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. Today we are talking all things habits. We're gonna talk about habit ideas. If you're like, you know what, I'm kind of gotten stuck in my ways, stuck in a routine, I want to freshen it up a little bit in the new year. These are some ideas that I do or that I want to do as well to freshen up your day-to-day life. Also, I'm actually feeling a little bit under the weather today. I'm recording these before Christmas and I have so much to do and I woke up not feeling the best. I just took a nap, but I put myself together so I can film some content. Bear with me if I'm a little bit more out of breath than normal. Not feeling 100% and I'm sorry for this light streak.
But today's flash deal is 15% off the Dreamer journals in the color matcha or champagne. If this is a habit you want to start in 2023, today's your day to get your new journal to manifest all your dreams and goals.
I say this every year in every video and it's one of my favorite quotes that I'm sure I didn't come up with, but I kind of pieced together one day and I was like, that makes so much sense. Our days are made up of habits, our weeks are made up of days, our months are made up of weeks, and our years are made up of months. So our life is a series of habits when you think about it. You actually are already doing tons of different habits in your day. Those may be unhealthy habits, those may be healthy habits. You are already doing them. Your body already knows how the system works. And so when you're wanting to change a little something, be a little bit healthier in whatever way that means to you, just know it starts with a little bit of a daily or sometimes a weekly habit. So in the How to Achieve Your Resolutions video, I talk about project goals and habit goals. So today we're going to focus on the habit goals and you'll see that there's this little page of the habit circle and then a place for you to just brainstorm little habits that you may want to change. And of course, like with every day this week, there is a printable that you can get whether you don't have the workbook or you can use it alongside the workbook. Let's talk about the habit circle and what that means. So the habit circle is definitely not something I came up with. I will put more information of it in the description box. A content creator I love who talks about the habit circle, it's what made her famous, is Shelby Sacco. I followed her on TikTok, but she also has a YouTube channel. I'll link her below as well because she's great content daily about the habit circle and all of these things. So basically, here's the picture of the circle. So when you have a craving, your body goes through this. It has a cue, it has the routine, or we could call that a habit, and then a reward. So let's just say everyone usually has this morning craving of coffee or tea or some kind of beverage first thing in the morning. Cue is our alarm clocks going off, we're waking up, we have to get up, so that's the cue. The routine is we turn on the coffee maker, we fix ourselves the cup of coffee, and then our reward is the yummy coffee, not having a caffeine headache. So that's an example of how your body uses this habit circle for a lot of things that you do naturally every day. So how you implement a new habit is you add something to your routine already. So you don't want to change the cue, you don't want to change the reward because your body is expecting that reward. Instead, you want to add it, sneak it in to a routine or tweak the routine. So for example, one of the habit ideas is to create a vitamin routine. So let's say you want to remember to take your vitamins every day. What I do is I put my vitamins right next to my coffee maker so that when I wake up, that's my cue again. I'm like, okay, I want my coffee. I want my routine and my reward. So I go to my coffee maker, I make my coffee. While I'm making my coffee, my vitamins are right there. I'll take my vitamins and then my reward is drinking my coffee. So that's just a very basic example, but you really can do this for any habit that you want to do. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that makes a little bit of sense. There's the picture in the workbook for you to use as a reference always when you need it, and you can kind of write your own. I recommend not overwhelming yourself with trying to do all these new habits at the start of the new year. Pick just a few that you want to implement every month, and we all know it takes like 20 something days. I just say basically a month to form a habit. So you'll have a few days where maybe it doesn't work out, but that's okay. Just start again the next day. And there's also a habit tracker in the workbooks. Every month you can pick 1 to 5 habits. If you're really going for it, you can do up to 5, but I normally try to do 1, 2, or 3. And then you write what the habit is gonna be. And then there's 5 slots here, 31 slots here. So every day that you do that habit 1, you fill in the little box, and it's that easy to keep track of your habits every month. So now let's get into the habit ideas. You can look up a bunch more online or just kind of think about what's a goal that you have, and if that, going back to how to actually achieve your resolutions, think about the goals that you want to set, the resolutions you have, and figure out which one of those can be daily or weekly habits. Number 1 is reduce screen time by so many minutes, so many hours, so many percentage daily. So if you get your report at the end of the week, mine lately has been like 5 hours a day of screen time. It is my work, but still that's a little bit more than I want to be doing. So I'm gonna have a little bit of extra time, and so I'm not missing my phone or turning to my phone. Maybe I'll add in an hour of reading or an hour of cooking or an hour of something else. Number 1, reduce screen time by however many minutes or hours daily, make it specific. Number 2, like I just said, a great habit that I actually implemented in kind of the end of 2021, but 100% in 2022 is reading before bed. I do it probably every night. It's very rare that I don't read before bed because, again, it's like a habit now. My body craves reading. It's hard for me to fall asleep if I'm not reading before bed. Number 3, this is what I want to start doing. Go on my daily walks without content. So I don't need to do this every day, but I kind of got to a point about a month ago where I was like, I am consuming so much content a day. This is not healthy. I was listening to podcasts on my walks. I was listening to music in the car. I was watching YouTube when I got home, when I was cooking, when I was working. I had something on. Like, it was just too much content. And so I told myself, I'm gonna go on a walk today and I'll bring my phone, because if you're not with someone else, you gotta bring your phone. Safety, like, be smart, girls. But I'm gonna put it in my pocket. I'm not gonna bring headphones. I'm gonna just listen to the world outside. I'm just gonna think through something. I had to think through a new idea for Dream Daily, and I was like, I'm just gonna focus on this idea and try to brainstorm while I'm on my walk instead of just putting on a podcast or listening to music. Number 4, plan your meals in advance. I did this well in college. I don't do it as well now because I have more flexibility, but that really just means I get to dinner time and I'm hungry and I have no idea what to cook. So this is gonna be something I'm working on implementing every Sunday, just planning out my meals, going grocery shopping with those ingredients that I'm gonna need, and then when each night comes around, you know, actually cooking what I had planned. Number 5, we talked about this one, but create a vitamin routine. Top points to you if you actually go to your doctor or to a specialist and like get blood work done or figure out what vitamins you specifically need. I've never done that, but I think that's a really great thing to do if you can, because they'll tell you like, oh, you're deficient in iron or in vitamin D3 or vitamin B12. So if you don't do that, just take a multivitamin. I'm not going to recommend one because I'm not a nutritionist or health professional. Again, don't listen to me, do your research, but just create a vitamin routine that you like taking every day. Don't make it too complicated, but get what you need. Number 6, I know this for a lot of people, you want to start having a morning and sleep routine. I think one way to make this really easy is to do it to music. So you create a playlist for, let's say, an hour, if you have an hour for your morning routine in the morning. And when you press play on that playlist, you start your morning routine. And then by the time the playlist is done, you're ready to go to work. For the evening, start the playlist when you get home. It gets your mindset like out of that working mood into your evening routine mood. And then by the time the playlist is over, you're about ready to get into bed and wind down, watch TV, whatever you want to do. So I feel like adding some structure of having a playlist in the mornings or evenings to give you the amount of time and to just get you in that mood. I love listening to the same music every day. I listen to the same playlist every day. So I like that kind of thing. Maybe it's not for you, but it's a great way to kind of help you get started with your morning and night routine. Number 7, journal daily. You guys know I created my own journals in 2022. I love them. I use it every day. The Dreamer Journal. It's blank lined pages, but also has some prompts in there if you are feeling a little stuck and don't know what to write about one day. I literally just journal for 5 to 10 minutes. I do 1 page a day. And then I also would add in here, maybe you don't want to journal, but maybe you want to meditate, maybe you want to pray more. Those are all great mental health practices to have in your everyday habits. Number 8, do a little declutter every day, and also your devices. So if you're someone who feels overwhelmed by the clutter physically in your home, every day add in 10 minutes. Maybe it's in your morning routine, maybe it's in your evening routine, but add in 10 minutes and just do a little declutter, wipe down your countertops, do your dishes. It could be as basic as that. Or if you're someone who feels cluttered when their devices are cluttered, Go through your inbox at the end of each day, go through all your messages, delete apps that you're not using. That's also great to do just at the start of the new year, but if you want to stay on top of it, you could do that kind of daily. Just make sure you're getting through your inbox and everything's at inbox 0. Number 9, work on your dental hygiene. So the past 2 years I've been really good because I found a dentist in Nashville, so I've been going every 6 months for about 1.5 years, and I feel really good about that. They did say I need to floss better because I am flossing every day, but I need to floss better. But if you want to implement like Listerine, or you want to get a tongue scraper and just kind of feel a little bit better about your dental hygiene, make those appointments, buy a few nice products, buy an electric toothbrush instead of your manual one, or if you want to do more teeth whitening, you can look into that. We take such good care of our skin, at least usually we do, you know, all the skincare products, all the things, but I feel like dental hygiene is something that's just as important and it's not talked about as much. Number 10, have no spend days. I love doing these. It's where you don't spend any money that day. So you eat at home, you make your coffee at home, you don't buy gas that day, you don't go out shopping. It's usually easy to do this when you're working all day, but maybe you get your coffee out every day, and so once a week you do a no spend day. Or I know some people do no spend months. I don't know if I could do that. Obviously you buy your necessities, but nothing more. But for me, I just like throwing in when I feel like my bank account is getting a little low. I'll be like, okay, the next 3 days are no spend days, Hannah. You're just gonna use what you have at home. Number 11, get in your 10,000 steps a day. Or I saw this online like habit ideas page say 7,000 steps. So if 10,000 is a little overwhelming for you and you can never meet it, move it down a little. It's totally fine. Maybe try to get in 7,000 steps a day. It's just good, like I said, to go on those daily walks. They're really great for mental and physical health. Number 12, I liked this wording when you're eating. If you want to eat a little bit healthier this year, focus on colors, not calories. This is actually something I've been doing for a while. If you ever see me in a video in college, I talked about food a lot more than I do in post-grad, but I talked about how I tried to have like a very colorful plate and also just balanced of carbs, fats, proteins. I haven't counted calories in years and years, but I do try to get my greens in. I do try to add some color, and I try to make sure that most of the plates I eat, at least lunch or dinner every day, has a fat, a protein, and a carb. That it's very easy. Focus on colors, not calories. It's not as intimidating. Number 13, another health one, do stretch or just some yoga daily. So this could be as simple as touching your toes when you wake up or after your walk. I want to try to get my splits again, back to my dancer days. So I'm trying to stretch every night before bed. I just do like lunges literally on my bed and like put my leg up, lean over, basic stuff. But I think it's good to work on your flexibility along with like strength training and cardio. Flexibility is important as well. Number 14, I'm gonna say hydrate, but I'm gonna give you some tips to actually hydrate instead of just saying you need to drink more water. If you're really struggling to drink water, try adding tea into your diet, some caffeine-free tea, some chamomile. I love mint or peppermint tea. I'm about to go make some after this. It's a great way to add some flavor to your water, or even iced tea. Again, that's caffeine-free. Or eat water-intense foods. So it may not seem like a lot, but if you really are not getting enough water in your day, these little things are going to help. You can also get hydration multipliers. I know people love like liquid IV and things like that to help make the most of how much water they're drinking. And number 15, reflect on your goals and vision daily. So this is something I actually don't do. You think I would? Maybe I do a little bit because I have my vision board on my phone and on my laptop back screen, like desktop screen. But I want to just consistently remind myself of my larger picture goals and tweaking them when needed. But also I feel like sometimes I as a business owner get so caught up in what I have to get done that day. That day's goal is I have to film so many videos, I have to ship out these orders, I have to do whatever, that I sometimes forget the bigger picture of how yes, I'm filming videos, yes, I'm shipping orders, but my bigger goal is to help women across the world and across the country feel their best, accomplish more, and really be proud of themselves. That's my bigger picture goal, very straightforward, of my content and my business. And I think sometimes I forget that and I get so caught up in the day-to-day. So a habit that I just want to implement is just rereading my goals. I'll probably do this when I'm journaling in the morning, but just flipping back to that first page and being like, okay, this is what I said I wanted to do. Am I fulfilling this? All right, so those were just some ideas, literally just ones that I kind of came up with and thought would be helpful. But of course, do your own research. Think about your day. Maybe a great way to assess where you want to add a new habit is to write out your day, like the time you wake up, what you do in order every day, you know, of a typical work day. And then ask yourself, what maybe do I want to tweak? Where could I add in something fun or exciting or a little bit healthier? And I think that's the best way to kind of figure out the habits that you need to implement. All right, this video, I am out of breath, but thank you guys so much for watching. I am so excited for the rest of this series. If you are enjoying it, please, please, please comment, share with a friend, like share on social. Thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow for the next day of the countdown to New Year's. I love you guys so much. Bye.